FMR Finance Weekly. Simplify your life with our financial advice.
Hi everyone, continuing with our series on setting up a business in India. Please do look at the last two episodes wherein we spoke in detail about the different structures that are available and how you can choose the right structure. We spoke at length about different structures. In this episode, we will specifically talk about the different registrations that are required that you will need after you have incorporated your business entity in India. By the end of this video, people will have a very clear understanding of what's required to ensure that their business is fully compliant and to set up for success of their business in India. So, Mr. Garg, my first question is that Udyam registration. So, what is Udyam registration and why is it essential?
Sure. So, Udyam Registration is a government initiative aimed at empowering micro, small, medium enterprises in India. So, it is essentially a rebranded and upgraded version of the earlier MSME registration. And it was specifically designed to make the process more efficient and beneficial for business owners. The other piece for which you had asked me, why is it beneficial or why is it essential for a startup organization? So first and foremost benefit is that they get access to the government benefits like collateral-free loans, subsidies, and tax exemptions. The second is ease of business operation in terms of simplifying the compliance and regulatory processes. It makes it easier for businesses to focus on their growth rather than simply on doing compliances of one thing or the other. Yeah. The third, the registration provides a formal identity to the MSME business and it enhances their credibility in the market and with the financial institutions.
Fair enough. So, Mr. Garg, what are then some of the key points that one should know while applying for Udyam registration?
First, we'll talk about the eligibility. So, Udyam registration is open to micro, small, and medium enterprises who are involved in manufacturing or service activities. The next point which they should be aware of is the classification. This registration helps your enterprise to classify based on its investments. So this classification is key to unlocking various schemes and incentives. The next consideration which they should be aware of is that it's an online registration. This is completely hassle-free. It's digital. Just you need to provide your PAN of the enterprise, the Aadhaar card of the promoters, the business details, financial information, and you will get a permanent Udyam registration number, the URN number. Also, as I said earlier, it allows ease of doing business. It opens door to government schemes and procurement opportunities. So, government has put in a lot of thrust behind promoting MSME segment. So, if you get yourself registered out there, so any kind of procurements happening centrally or through on the state government level, you will be eligible for those procurement opportunities directly.
Fair enough. What does the Startup India registration mean and who qualifies for the Startup India registration and why is it such a game changer for, let's say, the entrepreneurs in India?
So this was brought in by Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, DPIIT. This was brought for the entrepreneurs to thrive in the ecosystem and how to make their entrepreneurial journey truly incredible. So, if you're a private limited company, partnership firm, or an LLP, then you are eligible for a Startup India registration. Sole proprietorships cannot. What do you need? You need a game-changing idea, a scalable business model, your focus towards innovation and job creation. These are the only 4-5 things which you require. Then the other piece is the registration is also very simple. As with the Udyam registration, so is with Startup India registration. It's completely online, completely digital. You need to provide your business detail, founders info, and a brief on your innovative idea and the impact it will make. So that will get the things rolling. The other things will keep on coming, and it's a very, very simple part, fairly simple process to get yourself enrolled in the Startup India registration. after you have applied for, you got your Startup India registration done, your patents would be processed much more faster. Easier funding would be available because you are already registered under Startup India. Plus, you get to network with a lot of investors and mentors and participate in government procurement programs. For a lot of registrations, only self-certification is required. So that makes things very easy and allows you to concentrate on your business. And as I said, it's a mentorship is available to you. There's a lot of networking opportunities. So there's a lot of guidance available from and established players or who have already been in that journey that you have registered as a startup. So that kind of a badge you can flaunt with the Startup India logo to enhance your credibility and branding. So that's another advantage you have with Startup India registration.
It seems like the government is really pushing people to go
invest in India. Yeah.
Sure. So I wanted to understand, like, why is the import-export code so crucial? And let's say if a business wants to apply for this kind of code, the import-export code, what are the key steps that they need to follow, and how does it benefit the businesses globally?
So, as you said, that IEC code is very, very important and mandatory if you are trading internationally. So, whether you are an individual or a business or sole proprietorship firm or partnership firm, LLPs, companies alike, you will need to have an IEC code to import or export goods or services from India. So, have that IEC code and then embark on your global trading or service providing journey. Then it's a very, very fairly easy application process. Like the government has taken a lot of initiative in terms of making everything digital. So through the DGFT, the Director General of Foreign Trade's website, you can make an online application. It's a very fairly simple, straightforward process. You'll require your documents, proof of identity, proof of address, and the bank details, and you can have that IEC code approved. Then this 10-digit IEC code will be a unique ID for all your international trade transactions. There are certain exceptions where you are not required to have an IEC code, but you will need to check it internally or on the DGFT's website whether you qualify for those exceptions. There are certain specified goods or under government schemes where they have specifically mentioned that person importing or exporting those goods or under those schemes, you do not need an IEC code. So you can avail of those exceptions also. So the other key point which one needs to be mindful of is that when you have an IEC code, then you will need to adhere to the customs regulations also. You'll need to file your returns, IEC returns, and keep accurate records. Staying compliant will help you avoid penalties. So that's very, very crucial for you to be compliant in that sense. And then lastly, the banking and trade transaction, it very, very becomes a very, very smooth affair in that sense that if you have an IEC code, then the business bank accounts and other things get linked, and the custom clearances also become very smooth for you. So those ways, IEC code is very, very essential. If your global opportunities available to you through an IEC code, then you can explore global opportunities, expand your market that way, and build international partnerships. So the world would be open for you. The world doors open for you in that sense.
Fair enough. So I think, this has been a wonderful session, Mr. Garg, as always. So in this episode, we covered three different kind of registrations. In the next episode, just continuing with the same registrations, we'll speak about other different kind of registrations that the entrepreneurs may need to set up a business back in India. In the upcoming episodes, we will also be talking about the compliance requirement, the registrations, but also please do check the previous 2 episodes where we spoke about different business structures that you can avail. So for the viewers, I hope this was helpful. And in case if you need some personalized assistance, you have any questions around any NRI topics or in general around taxation, setting up a business, if you have a property or any taxation or financial questions, The number is given in the description link. You can reach out to us, and I think we'd be happy to answer any of your questions depending on your individual and unique circumstances. Please do feel free to reach out. Mr. Garg, thank you so much. I will see you in the next episode. Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you, Parul.
FMR Finance Weekly. Simplify your life with our financial advice.